Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday. I mean, yeah, that's about as excited about as a Tuesday as you can get, really. I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome in. It is. It's definitely a Tuesday. I hope everyone. Yes, I've said that one. Yeah. Welcome to Tuesday. Welcome into stream, and yes. Right. Let's have a quick look at who we have here while I hang out in. I'm in IKEA. I needed to do some shopping. Welcome in to Blast and Frauke and True Purple and Taran, who all got here before I officially did. I was watching. Always watching. We've got a super fast Feg. We've got multiple people checking in with the Scurry. We have a Shadow Sky. Welcome in. Still haunted by the piercing stare of the Bandit Llama. Yes. Well, at least it's not the King of Bandit Jing. Then you'd know you'd be in trouble. I don't know how to say hi to Hunter with no audio. I'll probably just have to leave a message in chat in a second. Blast is on a 310 stream streak. Good grief. Welcome into Glam Pixie. Heck Twitch for not telling me I was live. I've only been live for about 4 minutes, Glam Pixie. That's almost on time for them if they've said anything. Not like you were angling for Fugu. Oh dear. Welcome into Ritsu. Do you feel old that you know that reference? No, it just means that you've watched all of the interesting anime that I have, apparently. Yes, I am here in IKEA. I was doing some shopping, and I did some stuff over the weekend, which resulted in I have this. I have a new music disc, and I thought I could have sworn I had a music disc player here. But apparently I don't. Really? Fine. We'll just have to make a new one. Due to the fact... Oh, goodness, I've got way too many Ghast tears now. And welcome into Nordic Wolf as well. Right, let's put you up here. Let's see which one of the... I think we've got some dark oak. It's like, do we have a decent supply of any of the wood types? Yes. Right. And I'm going to pause the music so that we can actually hear the music. I haven't heard this. And I just realized... You can't hear it either because I didn't turn on audio sounds. Let's try that again. Ooh, it's a bit of a bop. Isn't it just? Have a good work, Wolf. They're doing well with these nowadays. yeah, I don't think I'll take all of your time by playing the whole music, but I like that. That one's fun. Hey, Charlie Brown. Um, that's a point. They quite a few of them have been, but oh, where's the music? There it is. Yeah, quite. I like Precipice. At least I think it's Precipice. The one that comes from the trial chambers. That one I really like. And I, at some point, probably want to set up somewhere for music discs. That could result in me needing somewhere for an actual bop party. Right, let's find that. I'm not even sure how many of the music discs I've got. I've not really attempted to collect them. I'm going to put it up here for the moment. Or at least I'm going to try to. There we are. Have audio now, but still at work, so lurking. Welcome in, Hunter. And thank you for 115 stream streak. Put them next to my Christmas. Also, hey Stuffy, hey things. We've got new people called Huffy and Puffy. I think they've got the same sort of level of attitude as you two. Right, I gotta leave the jukebox. Where the heck am I gonna leave? I gotta just leave the jukebox here for the moment. There we are. That's where I thought it was. Hides from the glare of the llamas. Not the llamas! Not the llamas! Welcome in, Deathly Mini. And Elkhorn as well. Welcome in. Right. We need to... Where do we need to head to? Oh, yes. We need to head back to Jurassic World, which means getting to... yes. We need to get to the Ender Tunnels. The Ender Tunnels? The Temple of Yeet. Over the weekend, I started doing some prep work for what's coming up. And so I have... started clearing out large areas of, you probably can't see this very well, large areas of the Nether to allow for a decent tunnel network to start later in the week. This one leads out to the Frozen Archive. This one had never been dug out at all. It's 500 blocks long as a tunnel. I hate the Nether. I broke my picks. Multiple. I had to repair my picks 7 or 8 times. And those are netherite picks. Right. Over here. Actually, probably the, at least it's Instabreak. It could be Deep Slate. Yes, true. Probably a good example of what I got up to at the weekend. These are all double chests. That's where the netherrack finishes. That much netherrack. And that's just the stuff I picked up. I have a strong suspicion I lost about 40% of it. This is the basalt, the black stone, and all of the bits from the old version of the tunnel. I would never, ever dig out far too much of anything, ever, honest Gov. I still don't actually have a plan for what I'm going to build into the nether, but hey. Simple insta-furnace condenses by a quarter into bricks and gives me XP from... Yeah, I'm definitely thinking of adding a furnace for all of that, Peg. And at some point, I need to work out where we're going to be putting an end portal. An end portal? No. We're not able to move end portals. A nether portal. Into Hi, Kay. A nether portal out to Jurassic World is necessary at some point. If for no other reason than to save me multiple flights. This must be close to the right place. Yep. I can see an airship. Well, some of one. Whee! I actually managed to land on the scaffolding. Whee! Right, now that I'm here, I can also bring the camera count back up here. The camera count has been hanging out elsewhere in the universe. I did some tinkering at the very end of the day on Friday, and the back of the ship is a bit of a better shape now. I'm much happier with the way that this is going. I couldn't get it out of my head. I had to deal with the back end of the boat. And so I am much happier with the shape that we have here. I think this feels a lot more like a viable design. The poop deck. I also really like the way that these guys look. I'm not sure what they would look like if I had a boat hanging from them. I think it would probably look wrong, so I don't think we'll probably have boats under these ones very often. But what we do need to do is spend some time actually sorting out the... well, there's a few bits that still need to be done. Obviously... yes, I found some snowballs in IKEA, so getting Huffy and Puffy to come back to me is going to be a bit easier in future. Puffy, Huffy, Huffy, Puffy, Huffy, Puffy, Huffy, Puffy. Okay. I'm not losing it. I lost it years ago. I can't find it anymore. What I do need to do is start pondering how the heck we're going to do some sort of motive power. Oh, and before we do that, I'll hydrate. Squeaky bottle of doom. And, right, and a stretch. Is definitely... Oh, ow. Needed. I don't want to think I had a checkup coming with my rheumatologist this week. Actually, I do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was about to say, please tell me that this is an odd-sized ship. I was about to panic and thought I'd made an even-sized whittle. Whittle? What? I don't need a whittle middle. Chat, I swear I'm losing it. Right. Actually, I better not put that in there. I'll never forget that. Never remember that I put it in there. What I do need is not to be losing my mind quite so much. Yes, what I was going to do is get some stone brick walls, because there's a couple of things that I think need them. Primarily this and this. Boink, 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 boink. Present, past. What is the difference? Bink, bink, bink. Ba-dink, ba-dink, ba-dink. Boink. I still need to work out how we're going to get up to the upper deck later, and I'm still not convinced about that. This, however, I think is going to be like this. And by think, I know it's going to be like this because I'm doing it. Because I think this will actually give this a nice colour. There will probably be more some gradienting. Gradienting? Is that a word? It'll do. Texturing. Additional material. How? How am I off by 2? I swear, the universe just does not like me ever having the right number of materials for anything. There. Ooh, yes, that makes quite a bit of difference putting those in. That actually feels like it's a bit more solid. I need to put some windows in. Meh. We'll get to those. What I want to do is think about something approximating the first of the propellers for this. So, let us get those. And... no. Yes. And then I need to start thinking about what colour I want this propeller to be. So... Bodink, bodink, bodink. So that's going to be our prop shaft. So we're going to need to build an engine in here. Go figure. We also probably need a red-shirted Scotsman in here. You know, because all decent flying ships need a Scottish engineer to make sure that they're going to be flying properly. However, I have the beginning of an idea. And anyone starting to panic and run away, too late. Too late. Right. Let's get this so that I can see it and still see chat at the same time. Put a magic hands man wizard next to the propeller so that he can be... No. No, 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 no. That's one of those... do I look suicidal kind of suggestions? Don't answer that. I know that frequently there have been questions of, is Scotland suicidal? Right, those would be good. Not even worth it for the pun. No, not really. Do I have... oh, I've got more of those. That's useful. Dip, 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 dip. Doop, doo, doo. Right. Actually, before I cut those up, I want to take them back to that level and wax them. So... oh, and the Frauke Information Service is telling us that we should catch the thing that's already escaped. Pardon? Apparently didn't do that one in time. Major case of lag. not sure how... Since I'm going to chop this into 4, I'm not sure I actually need much more than that. Exit stage left, pursued by a bear. What type of bear? Are we sending Feg off to be chased around by polar bears, panda bears, or something larger and more dangerous? Poker bears. Ah. Alright. Huffy. Smeg it. Let's hatch a lift. Catch a lift on Puffy. Come on, Puffy. We're going for a flight. Let's see if we can work out what the heck we're doing. That'll do. And let's get some of those. And actually, no, I've missed a material I want. I want, yeah, meh. Are they smarter than the average bear? Only if trying to steal your picnic basket. And apparently, I need a nap. He flies through the air with the greatest of ease and leaps into bed from upper floors. Please. Alright. No, that's the wrong side. Yes. Question. Do I have more jungle? Apparently I do. And I know I had some planks. By planks, I mean sticks. That's good. That's roughly enough. No, it's this one that had the spare wood in it. Right. Need to work out a colour for wool at some point soon, but we can work without it for the moment. Bulbapedia says Soaring's height is about 5'11", 1.8 meters, weight 273 pounds, 125. So actually, yeah, that's not far off a normal bear. Right. So I've got a sort of a design that I'm basing this on, but I'm also butchering it. If only we had rotational beacons. Oh, you mean we could have a beacon off the back of this? That would be fun. Yep. And then that. Except... No, that's right. And then another one of those. And then 2 of those. Which means 1 of those. 1 of those. And then... Oh, that's a shovel. That's not going to help. Whoops. Beacon off the back, beacon off the front. Suddenly you have a Solar Sailor from Tron. Oh! Now I know what you mean, and that would be fun. That would be lovely. You know what? That might actually be the right size Given that there's another 4 blocks to come out for the wool, that might actually be the right size. Oh, no. If that's not what Feg meant, I would be very surprised, because I strongly suspect Feg's brain operates in roughly the same sort of failure mode as the rest of us. If it had a projection limit. There. It's supposed to be 2 of those. Those. Well, you might have access to a brain cell. I'm fairly sure that the shared brain cell is around here somewhere. Beam doesn't need to go a bazillion blocks across the world. Are you sure? No. I just had a thought. And it was quite painful. I was just pondering that you could do a beam 1, 2, 3 using end rods. That? Yeah, I think that's about the right size. I'm actually slightly surprised at the fact that this is looking to be roughly the right size. Given that I'm kind of doing it, I kind of guessed. Just don't cross the beams. Nope. I still keep trying to press shift to fly downwards. And one there. I could probably do this quicker if I decided to just stand on top of Puffy's head rather than float around. But given the amount of relocation that needs to go on, I'm thinking it's easier to to be doing what I am doing, which is floating around. Floating around on a happy ghost in wonderland. Alright. What colour should we make the so this needs this in the design I'm looking at has a heck of a lot of wool. I'm actually thinking, ooh, I don't think I'm going to use wool. I reckon I have a better idea. Yes. Actually, I think I'm going to use fully oxidized copper grates. I think that might look better, with the option of putting copper trapdoors over the top of it, or around the edges of it, on front of it, something. I gotta try it in a minute and see what happens. 1, 2, no. Anything with a color gradient to help simulate movement. I'm not sure about that one. Seeing as how we're going to be docked, it wouldn't be moving. Because one of the elements that we still have to do is work out how to actually build a docking port for this at some point. Dang it. Ow. I keep forgetting that ghasts don't stop moving the moment you tell them to. And you will end up with your face embedded into bits of structure if you're not careful. So. Oh, no. Come on. There we are. Right, you stay there for a moment. I want to put these away and get out. Just making sure you can see your build up close, boss. Yes, yes. Very, very close. Writing the art of docking ghasts. Yeah. It is a bit of an art form. So let's try. 1, 2, let's see how this looks. So what we want is 1, 2, 1, 2. There. There. Oh, it's starting to get dark. That doesn't look bad, it just looks a little bit too flimsy. Which is a shame, because I really quite like it. I do, however. Oh, and we have an event Pokemon in chat. I do, however, need to sleep. Puffy, stay here. Ah! Could I add another block behind it to beef it up? I'm wondering if trapdoors would work. As in copper trapdoors. Or... let's have a quick look. Actually, why am I bothering to swap over? Right. I like it and I don't like it simultaneously. It definitely needs to be more solid. Have a good luck, Blast. We could. Yeah. I mean, you mean trapdoors behind it, or trapdoors instead of it? Hey, Jerry May. I'm wondering if... No. Instead of. I think instead of would be wrong. I think instead of, they'd be too thin and they wouldn't join to the fence posts. At which point there'd be a gap in the structure. So what I'm wondering is... use chiseled copper where I need a fence connection. That might work. What I'm pondering is cladding the back side of it in trapdoors entirely. Dang it. You stay there for a second. That didn't make the difference I was hoping for. Well, that's a shame. Okay. Well, that's no good. Back clap. Oh, dear. No, this is this is for an airship, not a vampire. So I'd probably want to go and get those because they could be useful. I think that's all of them. Problem is, the most solid of trapdoors is dark oak and spruce, and I don't think that those would work nicely with this color scheme. Pale oak and oh, of course, yes. Birch would look wrong. Pale oak might possibly. Dang it! Goodbye to that copper block. Oh well, I guess we're going back down here again. That was a very loud splash. From the distance you observe it, does the colour and tone matter more than the... Thing is, you're going to see it from fairly up close when you're actually sat on it. But I can see your point. Hey, dragon, welcome in. And apparently at some point, somebody was hanging around the door of my villagers. Do we still have the... Yes, we still have the emotional support cow. That's good. O for vertical... O for vertical slabs. I've got a thought. No, I think we'll just call it the emotional support cow. I wonder if... Let's try both of those. Can you tell I've been getting up and down from this ship far too often that I now have far better capabilities, far better practice at learning how to land on a single piece of scaffolding. Shame it doesn't work for arriving in the middle of a ship. Oh. And we have a Heil Hydrate. Thank you for that, Feg. And a stretch as well. Up we get. Yep. I think one of my shoulders went there. Not quite sure where it went, but it certainly went for the popcorn. Right. Let's just try this the way that it was originally designed. With wool. I wonder. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe I should have brought something that allows me to cut down wool quicker. Bye! I'm going to want that back, because wool is not a, well, not a finite commodity. Not a finite... we don't seem to have any sheep on this island. It's not very sheep-shaped. Fed too many to the dinos. I do wonder. How have I lost one? Ah, there it is. It just hadn't floated to the surface yet. Besides, I thought they fed the goats to the dinos. They are sheepishly hiding from the dinos. Aha, that's the one. Hey, TGM. Since Guild Rush, most mobs skill... Wow. Just wow. Right. I got an idea. Let's get... Let's work out how to actually climb scaffolding again. I can land on scaffolding, I just can't climb it. So I don't think I want to... I want to try this colour. Because I think this might work. But I don't want to do it as the... So the gratings were a bad idea. but what about the next level in from gratings, which would be the chiseled? Right, let's try this. Ow. Yep, got a face full of airship there. That, I like that. That, I think, works. No, it's the Happy Ghast. The Happy Ghast moved me into the airship. No, didn't it? Certainly it isn't the Happy Ghast that took any damage, because its health didn't blink either. I suspect it was more that I was going to start taking damage eventually. Dang it. Trying to place a block on the side of fence posts is not the easiest. Plus the ghast turns as you try and turn to face something. Nope. Hey, Red. Welcome in. And we have a Pokemon in chat for those who might want it. Really? 8 blocks short. What I might do... Oh, they're in my inventory. Dang it. Puffy! Puff... Dang you, Puffy! Puffy moved just out of the way, just at the wrong moment. Curse the sudden and inevitable betrayal of Puffy. Get back here, you. No, 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 no. Nope! You little wretch. There we are. Cheeky little monster. Oh, that was wrong. Right, actually what I'm going to do is put that, no, because I really need... You say that like I'm... I'm fairly sure that Puffy is not wild. That's the thing. These are domesticated ghasts. That's why they're happy. Right. What I'm thinking is... Yeah. Now you're putting words in my mouth. No, they're unhappy because they're in the nether. I nearly walked backwards off the back of a ghast. I think I need to change that one. That's got it. Ooh, I like that. That's nice. That sort of gradient between solid out to the... Yes. Right. I'm gonna have to collect a load of copper from the ocean. It's a shame there isn't such a thing as a copper great stair. Because being able to put stairs of these things in would really work nicely. Well, that's annoying. I've gotten off by 1 error on this this run. Right. Puffy, I need you to go and stay in your little dock cradle for a minute while I leap off the airship. Stay. Whee! Fairly sure that's most of what I just dropped, but if it isn't, so be it. Oh, that looks so much better. I just caught sight of this. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Having too much solid was distracting. Happy Scots to match the happy ghast. Exactly. Right. Fortunately, I thought ahead and left myself a stonecutter up in the sky, on the top of the ship. Right. Let's get this last blade done. Oh, that's not going to work. And I want that back. Thank you. Really? I missed one out of all of that. I think we have our propeller design. That looks nice. I think about the only thing I might do is deoxidize. Actually, I might swap that for a bit of blackstone. Let's see what a couple of bits of blackstone would look like by way of... Alternatively, I wonder... No, that would be too bright. I was about to say, I wonder if a lodestone would work, because that's got the right sort of central shape to it. Now, where did that one block of copper go? Huh. Apparently I've lost it. Oh well. I bet one of the dolphins stole it. You can't trust those dolphins. They're sneaky little blighters. It's either that or it landed on... yeah. Meh. I can't see it with the camera count. Let's have a quick look down below. It's not down there. Oh, there it is. Yep. I should have tried that before I got back up. Oh yes, I forgot. Another thing I did at the weekend was I acquired some packed mud, finally. Don't have any storage for it. Hey, Bo. Welcome in. So I'm going to put most of the packed mud here and take a stack of it up with me because I want to adjust some of the deck. I also want to get back my my stone cutter, which I can't do from down here. I don't think I can get my stone cutter back. How? Why have I... Hey, Sin Lily. Why have I put my stone cutter in the one place that I can't get to it? The only way you can get to this stone cutter is actually be on the back of a happy ghast. Sounded like a soda? Eh. Right. Let's turn off those. Oh, that's nice. From a distance, that works just... if anything, that works better. I am happy with that shape. We have the propeller of an airship. Doing well, Sin Lily. I hope you're doing well. Just attempting to squirrel around with the back end of a boat. Well, airship. Yeah, wouldn't you want this sort of propeller on the back of your boat? I mean, you might, but it would be a boat that would be significantly bigger than this. If it was in the water. Because you really wouldn't want that sort of propeller above the water. One thing I think I might need to do is feather the... nah, I'm going to leave that for the moment. Elkhorn. Oh, Elkhorn. Did you have to? Ah, dear. Whatever floats the... Okay, who set off the bad pun alert? Okay, so the question becomes... how do we join all of this up and... blame blast. that seems to be a basic starting point. I'll put those there, and we have an event Pokemon in chat for anyone who wants it. So, the next bit is starting. There's some ship being naught E. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt. Now, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking it's too short. Eh. I think I need to make this 1 unit longer. Let's mock out the no. Did I just catch a shiny in my own stream? Woohoo! Right. Actually, before we get up on the ship, on the deck, hacks. I didn't control it, Elkhorn. I had nothing to do with it. I think that might be one of my rare shinies. I'm trying to... No, that's not the one. What's the command for showing how many shinies and so forth you've got? Frauke. Ah. Yeah. That I have not got that many shinies. See, even Feg, you nearly got the same number of shinies as I have. Whoops. Alright. Let's work out something. Hey, Raven. Welcome in. How are you doing today? If I was doing this as a... I'm trying to remember my circles. That might not be right. Slightly tired. Oh dear. That's not right. That's even. That's also not that's not a good circle. So let's do that. That's better. So if we have that as this. So I'm trying to work out whether or not I want to put another module in before having the front of this bit. Now remember, from the inspiration, this is not the front of the ship. There's another section of ship to come. So actually it might be worth placing that down and working out where that goes. Oh. No. Yep. Yes. Okay, so I think I actually probably want to go to about here. And then let's start working out the shape of the next bit forwards. Annoyingly, I'm at the point where I've started shaping this from the top of the ship. But hey, we've got a happy ghast that lets us build things downwards nowadays. Is this supposed to be level? This is the... Okay, so this is the middle of the next one. So let's assume that we're going to have that, and then we would be here. So, like so. 1, 2, 3. That gives me a 7 wide middle. That feels possibly... No, let's go for one more. And then we start this to there. I need more spruce slabs. If only there was a supply of spruce logs around. Oh. And Elkhorn's got 4 shiny as well. Oh, I forgot to make the half slabs first. Nope. That many. That's too many, but hey. I am. Surprising, isn't it? I'm shocked by it, Raven. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, and that will do. Alright. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, splach. This is the bit that actually is aeronautically shaped. Or, yeah, whatever. Right. That's probably not far off. Yay for food. So... One, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So this is... this is me running out of half slabs of jungle wood. Excellent. So what this is effectively a forward command section. This bit has a pair of engines and the command deck. So this is going to have another propeller. That's going to have another propeller. So there'll be 2 propellers here, effectively steering propellers, as because they can effectively control the ship from the front, and they've got the left and right steering by being proportional power. This is where this airship starts to get really big. Actually, it gets even bigger when I start adding in the actual airbag. which is going to be silly. This is going to be quite silly. But it's going. I mean, this bit's going to be a sort of air bit. This is a ship of the line, Taran. The scout ship is the one that I have planned, which is going to look more like the tiger. Is it the tiger moth? Have I set up sheep farm? Not here. But I did raid the sheep farm at Lagville because it had a lot of wool that I needed, and I've brought back nearly a full double chest of wool already. Do we need some sort of banner or emblem for the ship or fleet? I think we have one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. I just can't remember where we left it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also appreciate the suitably epic music for epic build. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. Logically at the banner workshop. Goodness, you mean I might actually have been logical? Is that right? Yes, it is. Okay. There we are. Two, 1, 2. No. That one is superfluous. And let's bring this back so that I can see what I'm doing. You say that, Raven. Or you disavow it, Raven. Oh, and that's an event Pokemon in chat, for those who might be interested. But actually, I think you might not be far wrong. It might be in the banner shop. I like this. I think this is roughly the right shape. Oh, that's going to look fun. Has this got a name yet? It might be the Huff and Puff. However, I'm looking at this and thinking... And thank you for distributing those poker gifts, Frauke, and Canadian Dragon. And... yes. So, quite a lot of gifts went out there. Feg got a friend ball, Elkhorn got a cherish ball, Raven got a friend ball, Dragon got 2 stone balls, Sinlily got a feather ball, Blast got a great ball, and we've run out of people who can get given a gift. Let's see. I am, however, looking at this and thinking, given the front section shape, everyone go. So many Pokeballs as gifts. Is the safe translation of what was just said there. Oh, actually, that's perfect. I was about to say, do I need to adjust this and... give myself a little bit more gap between this front section and... I could. Okay. So... no, I don't think I want to. I think that actually... I was trying to decide if I wanted to have a bit of a longer gap between the two sections of the airship. No, wrong button. Or if I wanted to have the back section be one section longer. But I think that actually works in shape. I'm actually quite... I think that might be just right. Given that this is going to have a section on top of it that comes forward a little bit, and in theory, there's supposed to be another bit around about here. Although I might actually not put that in and just stick with just these two sections of airship. I'm looking at this and thinking... this actually looks pretty cool on its own, and adding more might not be necessary. I don't have to follow the entirety of the inspiration. I reckon I can do something fun with the rest of the inspiration design from here. Let's put another row on this. So most of the spruce half slabs need to be removed and turned into other bits, but let's work out. Let's work out the sections of ship that... oh, I don't have any. Fine. So I need to place in a whole load of polished tuff for where we're going to have these bits. So, let's see. I think one here might be right. And one... actually, I probably want one right about here. So, put that there. And then what I need is... spruce in the form of stairs. That'll do. Right. No. If I do this, I can put that there, then I can take that out and get those back because of the wonderful way that you can break doubles slabs like that, and then that. Oh yeah, that's nice. That works. So if we do the same here. That one. That one. And try not to completely spleef myself. And then jump down here and land in a bed. I didn't open any trapdoors by accident. That would be hilarious. Accidentally open a trapdoor just as I get into bed, get out of bed, walk forwards, and fall straight through the trapdoor I opened. I could see myself doing that. I really could. Actually, it really is, isn't it? I'm fairly sure I've done it in the past. So that one and that one. This might actually need to be coming from that area by way of the walkway between the two halves of this ship. It feels like it would be from this section here that you actually have your walkway rather than up there, because then you could actually protect it from a little bit more flex and so forth. But for the moment, we'll leave it where it is because, well, we'll have to sort that out in a minute. No. Have I just gotten that wrong? Yes, I have. Whoops. That should be here. I'm kind of shocked that I've managed to do all of that and haven't spleefed myself. Is anyone else surprised? Because I sure as heck am. Let's see. That feels right. That feels good. And there's still time. Yes, yes there is. Particularly since I'm about to do more back here. Right, this section I'm just going to I'm just going to abandon the spruce slabs. If I don't pick them up, they get to fly. Wow, not one of them flew. Hail hydrate. Oh, I've just realised that doesn't work. And a stretch as well. Oh. I can see the jungle wood through the gap in that trapdoor. Stair. Dang it, I really, really, really would like stairs that could actually... hold on, let's do this bit first before I get distracted by trying to fix something. Would it work if I did this? Does that look right? No, that doesn't look right. That's a shame. Okay. Deliberately spleefed. Oh, wow. That's a cool shape between those two bits. That is going to look really, really funky. Particularly once I get the extra propellers on the back of this one. So I don't intend to have this one coming... Well, I might. Do I need this the same? No, I don't. I only need this half the height. So this one's going to sort of curve down here immediately, at which point I need to have an engine room there. This is going to be an interesting... interesting. Very interesting. I might have to work out the height of this bit first, and then work forwards from it. Right, how many of these are we going to end up dropping? Well, that felt far too wrong. And we have a normal Pokemon in chat for those who might need it. And welcome in, Mad. Hey, how you doing? Why are we so far above the hard ground? Why are we up here? We are up here because we are working on an airship design that happens to also have a couple of Ghast docks in it, just for those nice moments. Somewhere for our happy Ghasts to live, and for us to effectively have the surveying corps of the Guild of Explorers. I'm sure we actually had a proper name for them at one point, and we did discuss it in the lore, but I've forgotten what they are. Right, I need way more by way of stairs in spruce, so let's get that. And what I might do is... If you're using Happy Ghasts, the guild who don't rush. Yeah, they're not very fast, are they? Ooh, I should feed the Scots before I manage to kill myself. Right, what I might also do is take this opportunity to put in a temporary platform from here. Where are we? Not quite there. Really? Just off by one. Haste makes waste, and mapping requires attention to detail. Exactly! That makes perfect sense. Can't have that around here. We don't do that making sense thing. We also apparently don't do the throwing Scots off the airship thing at the moment, so I'm happy with that. this is going to be the bit that is harder to shape. So let's do that one. 2, 3, so... Welcome to the oddballs. Nah. We're not oddballs. Careful. Talking sense around here is a dangerous thing to do. Right. Oh, I need sleep. Your father was a farm boy and is an engineer, and you can only do so much nonsense. Yeah. Wait. And your father was a snowblower? Your father was a snowblower and your mother was a hamster. Think yes. This area, I think I want to have... I don't want to have these. Or at least... So these tend to indicate where there's a vertical. And the front of the ship is where we're going to want, effectively, the... well, we need to go forwards from there anyway. So, yeah, that'll do. No, your mother is a lawyer. Dangerous. Raven, are you and Mad just the opposite of each other here? Did I read that right? We need to reduce the layers of confusion around here. Right. I've also gotten off by 1 error on the number of pieces of tuff that I'd have. Quite literally, I think I've got all the tuff I need in that front section except for 1. Of course it's off by 1. No. Oh, it's this one. There. That's 2 that have escaped. We'll collect them later. Apparently I haven't put in all of the... I think this one is actually not supposed to be there. Yeah. And actually that one as well. Oh yeah, because this was me working out the shape rather than me working out the materials. So, wow, that's just no. You get to be taller so that you can go there. And then I run out of I've run out of spruce entirely. Oh well. If you turn into a thunderstorm, I'm going to be upset at you. Dolphins have been... Ah! Stealing my materials. Trying to murder me by throwing me at the landscape with Dolphin's grace suddenly. Gah. Well, if I didn't pick up everything, I'm not going to worry. It's only spruce, and I've got an entire tree to take down if I need more. It's not like I'm short on spruce right now. Except for in my inventory. Let's bring some more jungle as well, because I'm bound to need some more of that. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a view. Once we put a the actual airship, the blimp section above this, it's going to look epic. I'm really looking forward to this. Witch Doctor mask from Crash Bandicoot. I can see that. Ah, dear. Do you remember the Bloody Raven? I'm getting vibes of how much fun it was building that. Oh, no, that's the wrong way around. I had so much fun with that. I'm having that sort of level of fun with this. It's been that long since I built an airship. For those who aren't aware of this one, wondering if it might reappear. I don't think we'll be going for that particular ship, unfortunately. The style isn't what I'm looking for, unfortunately. But, yeah. The Bloody Raven was a ship that we built, yeah, because Raven helped me with a lot of it as well. We built in a modded Minecraft server, Manufactio. Don't have my game listed in the stream. Really? Thank you, Kay. That's interested. How did that happen? Because I've got all my tags, I've just lost the game. Thank you for pointing that out. I don't know when I lost that. Nope, that's gone. Oh, it's entirely possible to stream without a category. It's just danged difficult for it to disappear. I don't know. Twitch! Right. It's probably their fault. I'm going to blame them. It feels like it's a fairly obvious choice of who to blame. No, that's right. But yeah, thank you for pointing that out. I don't know how that happened. I've had that happen in the past, and but it's been a while since that has happened. Speaking of having the wrong category in Twitch, although not actually a valid statement yet, I've been speaking to Mama Melissa, and we will be taking part in a repo stream on Thursday, and it will probably, I think we've worked out, it's going to start. Where did we decide? Right, it's going to start half an hour into stream. So what I might do is either start stream a little early or start stream a little late, because it's going to be a 4-hour repo stream on Thursday. Yes, there will be madness, mayhem, and lots of screaming like a little girly as I fail to survive. That's a whole lot of Scots. Yep. So I might either start half an hour late or... yeah, I'll figure it out. But yes, we will be playing Repo. And we have a Delibird in chat, for those who might be wanting to catch yet another Pokemon. But, having never played Repo, I've seen it. I know what it is. I also know that I am gonna get it wrong quite a lot. Oh. And Elkhorn has finally been able to give gifts. Thank you, Elkhorn. Phantom Ball to Mad and a TM Workup for Glam Pixie. I have no idea what one of those is. Wait, hold on. Have I got this wrong? No. That should be that. That should be that. Oh, and Frauke has rare poker gifts going out. Elkhorn got 3 empty gifts, and Shadow Sky got 2 Ultra Cherish Balls. Nice. And Raven caught the Delibird that they were after. Oh, you're gone forever. As did Feg and Elkhorn. Goodbye. I like the way that with some of the stones and with the copper, it's like I've got to get that back. With the wood, it's like bye. I mean, I do try and collect it, but a lot of it, it's easier to replace than the other stuff. Is this my mind? I got that right? Looks like I might have. Possibly within... yeah. Yeah, that's within one or two variations of being accurate. Right. I'm gonna need a gust because I need to get some shaping in on this. Right, what do I need? Jungle slabs. Oh, hold on. How many of those do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12? Yeah. Okay, I need 12 composters. Nine. Close. There we are. I need 12 of those, surprisingly. Put you down here. Put you down here. Right, that and that and that. It's time to go ghast flying again. Hello, Puffy. Come on, Puff. Let's get some building done. And one of those. Side. Ow, ooh, that was nearly painful. Right. Oh, no, can't. Right, one of those. 2 of those. I think for this one we'll go forwards. Can't figure out which direction I want to move the ghast in. No, that one's going to be that way around. Actually, yeah. And then this one would definitely be that way around. Right. Now to repeat this. Okay, if nothing else, this is really making me happy to have that. That's the wrong way around. The happy ghast. Because building this would not... if we'd actually started this and we hadn't gotten the happy ghasts, I think attempting to build something like this would have been nigh on impossible. It would have needed so much scaffolding that I would have probably given up. Yeah, no, that's right. Which way around did we do this? That way. Okay. Whoa, that's in the wrong place. It's amazing what just putting that in does for getting a feel for the shape of this. What I might do is need to extend some of the ones at the back, though. Guild of Explorers is the name I've used before. Been rattling around in your brain for a bit. Thank you, Raven. I honestly had... I know we've sort of discussed it for lore purposes, but I couldn't remember. Right. These ones, I want to make one longer. Because I want to have a little bit of a sort of curve from the front to the back here. I needed that block. Ow, ow, ow. I think my ghast is trying to kill me. The ghast riders of location. Ghast riders in the sky. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Ghast riders in the sky. Their tentacles are flowing and they're... Actually, I needed to fall out of the ship anyway. I'm trying to remember the Blues Brothers versions of Ghost Riders in the Sky. Because that would be a fun thing to sort of butcher for that phrasing. About the only problem with that song is it's from Blues Brothers 2000, which is a little bit of a poor imitation of the first film. It's a good film, by way of music, but it's a bit of a poor imitation of the first one for being a film. Blues Brothers 2000, it's not... yeah. It suffers from the fact that it's trying to be the original again. What did I just back into? Ghast Riders of Dynamite. Suffers from remakeritis. It does actually attempt to be a follow-on. It doesn't attempt to be a remake. But unlike something like the recent Ghostbusters films, which managed to be both new and the same, suffer from lack of John Belushi. Yeah, it really did. Okay, what I might do then is take off. Yeah, let's take off one from these two. that's going to work. This is the bit where I find very, very difficult, because I'm trying to build something that's sort of aerodynamic and boat-shaped. And the last time I did this, it was with the HMS Sploot and Sniff. And building the shape of that nearly broke my sanity. Right. Nope, that's the backwards button. Now, what did I do back here? Yes, that's what I thought. Okay. So I think I need... Yeah. Ooh, I really should remember to download the latest album from Approaching Nirvana and add it to this music server. I keep meaning to, and I haven't done it. Because there's some fantastic new tracks in that. Right, let's get... Yeah, let's go with spruce stairs again. Let's just make tons of them. Something tells me I'll end up using them eventually. Been using some of those for your opening tracks. Don't blame you. Right, the back is going to be reasonably easy because this is where it's level. Let's do that, because that helps lead into the shape of this having a sort of slope, because it's then got that extra bit there. I'm almost tempted to make that one, and yes, let's do that. Missed. Oh well. It's not like I'm going to be short on spruce for the moment. Yes, right. I better do that on the other side before I forget that I've done it. Because that's going to play into the shape and the subtle gradient that I want here. Gradient? Yeah. Curve. Let's go with the subtle curve. Oh, it does mean I need to do it on this blabble. Blabble? That's a new one. Usually I go with fnurble at that point. Not sure we need a fnurble command, Feg. We've got plenty of other weird and random ones, but I'm not sure we need a fnurble. Just have it play a soundbite of you going, yeah. Fnurbles, worse than tribbles. Okay. I know what you mean, see? We're gonna do this. Yeah. Fnabble. Yeah. What? Oh. E. That might actually be wrong. Got my head in a block there. Because we've actually got to have... Hey, Landstrad, welcome in. Oh, and we have a hydrate and a stretch as well. Ginger, welcome in. And thank you so much for the subscription. That's 14 months as well. Let me just get myself... there. Right. Okay. Heil Hydrate. You must be mad signing yourself up for another month of this. At least you're in good company. There's so much madness around here. And a stretch as well. Oh, yep, there goes. Lovely. Always good when the shoulder goes pop. Oh my. Also, I think I've got this in the wrong spot. Ah, yes. I have. I've lined this up with the front of that section. Not with where I actually planned on having the back of this be. Which means I only needed to blow the blooming doors off. So that's got to go there, that's got to go there. What are the odds that Puffy is going to fly away if I go and take a quick nap? Yep. At least I can base jump onto the back of a ghast if he flies downwards. Denies everything and flees. Yes. It's a base jumping Scotsman. Yes. Because it's all about that base jump. About that base jump. About that base jump. Yeah, I could have gotten the snowballs. Yeah. I mean, that is why I retrieved the snowballs from IKEA. Just because I retrieved the snowballs doesn't necessarily mean I have any intention of using them. And of course, because... Ah, that's alright. That works. Yeah. Ah! I shifted. I need to place 2 blocks in the gap between here and here that just aren't supported. Oh, just gosh darn it. Oh, that's just... Grr. I really want that to be a corner, but I also want that to be a corner, so I want a corner leading into a corner. I'm cornered. Oh well. Ow. Ow. That time I took damage. No, I don't happen to have the debug stick, unfortunately. Much as how it would be very, very useful to have. Probably need a half slab. Which is the one thing I don't have. Typical. Fortunately, I have a crafting bench just within reach. True. Yeah. Yeah, debug stick even if I did have it. Sounds like we may need a drift command for all this. Ooh, I like this track. That's nice. That works. That starts to give me the shape that I'm looking for as well. Whoop. Don't shift. That might be better as a half slab, because I probably want to go at half slab level for 3 or 4... Oh, look, I've got half slabs in my inventory. Well, that stair's gone forever. It's not so much Tokyo Drift as Huffy and Puffy Drift. Right, so this is... Oh, actually, no, this is... No, that's not there. So it's there and there. So actually, that didn't need to go there. I mean, it might need to go there later when we're actually putting a floor in, but this is not where we're putting a floor in my plan right now. No. Yes? No. How much space have we got? I need to go down by a full block by the time I get to there. Well, let's start working forwards from there, because that makes sense. So, you, and you, and you, and then, somehow I need to go from there to blah. There to blah. Actually, that might be... That might be a half slab to show that we've gone up by a bit. And then the next one would be a half slab. Here. And probably a half slab here. And that one... Yeah, 2 stairs. No? Stair. No, that's... I think that one needs to be up by 1 and be a stair. Let's just use you for the moment and put that there. And then this one should be a half slab. Nope, that's wrong. If anything, it should be solid block. Solid block. That's it. Yep. That's the shape. Trying to shape something like this so that it looks right. Actually, that one probably needs to be a stair sideways. Like so. And then that, because then, no, because then that doesn't work. And we have a Pokemon in chat. It's an event Pokemon as well. Actually, that might work because we're going to have the walls back in by 1 at that point. So, yeah, I think that's the right shape. Take that out and that out for the moment. And no, that we leave. Frauke's got more poker gifts to give out. Shadow gets 2 Ultra Cherish Balls, and I get a TM Mirror Shot. What the heck's one of those? Thank you, Frauke. Not a clue what it is, but hey. And even more, we've got a Glossipod going out to Glampixie. Hey, and 2 Wonder Passes to Elkhorn. TM lets you change a combat move. Ah, okay. Right. Looks like we get to go base jumping again in a minute, hopefully. Huffy, Huffy, I need you to stay here while I go to sleep. Has the fact that I've put you inside the... Nope, you're gonna fly away, you rotten little... No, I'm going the wrong direction. Huffy! Come back, Huffy! You rotten little... Come here. Thank you. Should have named that one Fenton. What? Okay, now I'm curious. Fenton? Right, what I do need to do is I want to get this last section done, and then thank you, Shadow, for apparently it is, quote, 200 o'clock. Right, so I need that. No, I don't at all, Feg. Also, I've run out of half slabs, typically. And Raven also reminding me that we're at quote 200. Thank you. Right. That would be Fenton. Fenton. Yeah, well. It's bad enough yelling Puffy Or Huffy. Don't worry, Raven. Often it's necessary for me to get reminded twice. Crate 200 does not exist till it is commanded in chat. What is it with you lot and insisting that I occasionally have absolutely no chance of getting anything done on time? I don't know if I dropped that or never got it. Oh, I need to get that one. Oh. You're here all week. Tip your server. And remember to put them up right afterwards. Why do I set time limits to do things by? Because I generally... Have I gotten this right? This feels wrong. No, that's right. It's just the angle I'm at. The time limits are basically stream. What? Oh. Flurble. That needs to be there. Oh. Ginger. How dare you bring that word into chat? Okay. I think we've got this shape. It's roughly where I want it. It is starting to look like a Romulan bird of prey. I gotta be careful with that. It's either that or a Klingon bird of prey. Romulan warbird or Klingon bird of prey. It's the Romulan warbird that it's starting to look like. But hopefully when we add more and include the... I need to put the two... Yeah, so the next thing we need to do, really, is put on the propellers there and there at some point. And get probably a floor in on this front section so that we can actually start building properly. Lotus, welcome in and thank you for joining the scurry. Meow. Meow. Right. I am going to park Huffy. That doesn't half sound wrong. Stay. Stay. Puffy, stay. Now you're wondering which series, because it's Star Trek. Romulan Warbird was sent back in time and turned into a Zeppelin. Oh, that sounds very much like a TNG element. Right. Oh my, squishing with melons. Let us get the camera on screen and see how this looks. Oh, that's nice. I think once we add in another pair of propellers at the front and get all the shaping done and then start bringing in the balloon, this is going to look amazing. moment, it does look like it's totally weird in shape. I think it really needs the balloon to give it a reason for existing, doesn't it? I think without the balloon, it just looks weird. But I think we're going to have fun with this. It's starting to look good, though. I'm really happy with the shape. Looks like a loaded harpoon launcher. Looks like a loaded... Yeah, I can see that. Oh, Lotus, you're still unwell. I hope you feel better soon. It's looking amazing, and it would have been a massive yes. I think I said that earlier. If this had been... I'd attempted to start this without the ghasts, this would never have been possible. It would have needed so much scaffolding that I would have just given up. And I'm very happy with the stern of it. That does, however, set the minimum height for the balloon as being up. Because if you think about it, that's going to have to clear the balloon. Gonna have some fun here. And I need to find a design for 2 smaller propellers. So I think that's going to be my research overnight. Well, actually, it's... yes. Because we're not going to be here for a few days. It is looking fun, though. I am very happy with the way this is going. Right. Let me hit that button and this button. Okay. I will not be back tomorrow because we have events going on at work that mean I cannot be back here tomorrow. Something that would build a Netherrack Moss platform. Yes, that's exactly what I would have done, Kay. I will be back on Thursday, where it will probably be a very different stream to what people are used to, because it's going to be a repo stream, which will be, let me just double check the list of people. It will be with Mama Melissa, The Mighty Oak, Fulmers, Lily Mae Darling, and Moon. So it's going to be a fun group of people to hang out with, and should be slightly bonkers. Keep an eye open for the start time on that. It might be that we spend a little bit of time in the Nether beforehand, or we just start slightly later. I think there is a second person who's... I don't think Mama Melissa's played before at all. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be some chaos. And probably quite a lot of my death. Go figure. Either way, it's going to be fun. So, see you all Thursday, hopefully. In the meantime, let's have a look and work out who we should send you over to, just to see what amazing we have. I've got a couple of people. I'm going to end up flipping a coin here. I've got too many people that I followed. Yeah, let's go for Fulmers. Right. Happy. Either way, I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. And take care of yourselves and be amazing as always, because you are all, except for when you're being gremlins. So be careful and don't be gremlins too much, except if you have a snack after midnight. And hopefully I will see you all Thursday. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.